Hey everybody, how you doing? This is your old pal Boise with another daily sobriety vlog. I'm in the park here. Took a break and I parked again. I did one a few days ago during Memorial Day and it was real nice and peaceful. I'm listening to a band called The Association. They had hits like Windy, and another big hit for them was Along Comes Mary, which was kind of funny because it was actually a drug reference, as in Mary Jane. And it was going to get banned before it was even released, but there were some Catholic nuns that loved it because they heard Along Comes Mary, Mother Mary. So that had the censors sit on their hands because they were outdone by the nuns. And of course the band was like, yeah, you know what we're talking about. And I still love those kind of stories, even though I'm sober. And when I was younger, I heard that story even before honest to God, even before I even ever smoked. The funny thing is, like, rock and roll taught me how to understand the world around me, know about the lyrics, taught me about what love and breakup was about. So it was really unique to me. So then when I started experiencing it, it was kind of a roadmap, and I felt like I had kind of a secret insight to things. But then also, I remember when Paul McCartney said, well, I did acid, but if you I'm just telling you I did acid. But as a reporter, if you report it, millions of people are going to know about it. So you're actually telling them about it, not me, which is kind of an interesting flip on the script. But so I heard about it through that reporter, not that type of talk. So then when I did do it because Paul McCartney did it, and I wanted to do it, and the Beatles did it, and a lot of the bands that I listened to when I was 6 or 7 did it. So here I was 17, I'm like, hey, it's time to do some acid. Time to blend in with these other people who are partying. And that was my way of just interlocking with my peers, having no idea that at that moment I was slowly siphoning away my soul and my individuality to be part of the group. I didn't realize it, but hey, hindsight is 2020. I'm just throwing it out there right now, because if you're in the middle of doing it right now, you're having your soul sucked out of you, son. Just like that. Cheers. Another saying I thought was really interesting when they said, over the years, a man sips out of a bottle to ease some of his burden. In other words, just to kill your pain, like I was talking about, because you're trying to fill that hole in your soul, but that's their way of dancing around it. And after a while, the man doesn't realize it, but eventually the bottle starts sipping out of him. The teeter-totter goes, but it doesn't make an abrupt once you feel it. It's just real light. And pretty soon it's the other way around. And that, my friends, is the absolute truth. Oh, and let's go ahead and we'll start with my stats. Today is Monday, May 27th. I have been sober for 14,302 days. Yeah, peace and love. I've been sober for 39 years, 1 month and 24 days, or a total of 469 months. So there you are. That's the current stat. That's the current, not a countdown, count up. But that's the current stats. And I'm back at the park. And like I said, I was here when it was Memorial Day, and a friend of mine, Deb, we were talking about our mothers that were best friends, and they're both gone now. They passed, and you think of, my father was a Marine, so thank you for your service, Papa, that kind of thing, and everybody else around, so it was a real nice reflection, and it was a nice day. Then we had some really serious rain here in Texas, and we had some serious rain this morning, and now I'm sitting at the park at dusk, and it's beautiful, and it's not like it was a Memorial Day, but there's a couple over here kissing and smoking vapes. I guess that's their being romantic. A couple guys over here playing football, some people throwing the frisbee. A couple parents are over here with their kids they have a really big park and a lot of play things for the kids. and there's a big tent that covers it so it keeps the sun off the kids. Also, it rained real hard, so it keeps the dirt from becoming just a mud hole where they play, so they can actually still play. And there's just some people power walking. It's pretty mellow. Across the bay, there's some really nice homes. Not my home, but $1 million homes and multi-million-dollar homes that look beautiful with half the lights on, and it's just really nice. And the funny thing is, it rained here in Texas, so the sun popped up, and there's probably about 70 mushrooms, big mushrooms just popping up. It's just, it's springtime. It's spring going into summer. And I can tell because my CenterPoint energy bill went from $89 to $198, just like that. So get ready, because when summer comes and the temperatures rise, so does your bills around in Texas. And probably more now with our big goof in chief going into Iran and now trying to get a deal that is actually less than the deal that Obama did. Oh, the art of the deal right there. And I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that it's the best deal ever. It's like, no, it's not, dude. And you're going to feel it with all kinds of things. And you might get pissed and go to Walmart, and then all of a sudden you're like, why does all that shit cost so much? It's called tariffs, dumb. No, China pays for it. Eat some rice. You are now China. Good Lord. It's just simple math, for Christ's sakes. 1 + 1 doesn't equal Democrat hoax. Cheers. But I'm not here to be political, even though I do call balls and strikes, and you will, every now and then you'll hear me go out of my way just to stop a minute and stomp on someone's toes because I think they're out of line. And I think that's fair. And if I'm out of line, you tell me where I'm out of line, and don't say it's a witch hunt and a hoax and I got Trump derangement syndrome, which is a made-up shit that came out of your ass, and somehow it's said enough where you think it's a real thing. Grab a psychiatrist book, open it up, and show me where it is. It's not in there. So, in the words of the late, great Bill Hicks, great comedian from Houston, Texas, shut the fuck up. Anyways, let's get off that topic and let's just talk about summer coming and everything that's coming our way. And I'm sitting back just kind of enjoying what I'm looking at, and I'm just taking it in. Sometimes it's good just to stop and just look around and just assess, whether it's the weather, the grass growing. Just stop. It's like Ringo's album from 1980, Stop and Smell the Roses. That's what it's all about. That's what that phrase comes from. You stop and smell the roses. You take a little breath, check it out, and see how far you've come. We all are on a journey. Some of us on the highway to hell, some of us on the highway to heaven, some of us are just trying to keep it between the ditches, you know. And if you keep it between the ditches, you're going to get a lot less stitches, and you're going to hear a lot less bitching. So it's a great place to ride. Just don't ride the center line if something's coming at you. I don't recommend that. Although you have to in Texas, because oddly enough, a lot of the shit roads are sliding off to the side, so the only part that's level and up is each side of the yellow line. So you literally have to straddle the yellow line, and then when a car comes, like, oh shit, and the other guy coming at you, ah shit, and then as soon as we pass, it's like, why are these roads open when they're that shit? Come on, man. Have Elon pay his fair share. You'd be able to fucking pave it in gold and call it Jesus' highway if you want. Cheers. Not being political. That's just fucking math. Anyways, when you become sober, you tend to not let people, shall we say, F with you. You're more likely to push back on certain things. And proudly so, because you can actually look at other people and think, why are you making that remark? How uneducated are you? Where did you hear that? Did some talking head burp that on TV and you swallowed it? Wow, you guys are sharing snowballs, aren't you? Don't look that up. But in the words of George Harrison, think for yourself, because I won't be there for you. You gotta think for yourself. Simple phrase, simple song. Not even on the top 100. Maybe it is. Maybe they're not the top 75 Beatles songs, but it's there and the point is made. It's good to reflect. I'm reflecting right now. I'm thinking about the people that have come and gone in my life, and some of them have gone forever. Even some of the my friends that I did drugs with and drank with. We had some real seasoned bullshit, and they are all gone because of our antics. Not that particular night, but because of our antics led them down a road to their demise that happened much sooner than it should have. Now, some of them would probably even say, I don't care because life sucks anyways. But the reason why life was sucking at the time was because you were ruining it for yourself, but you just didn't want to be blaming yourself for your bad behavior. A lot of us look outside. The reason why I did drugs and alcohol, I was already doing it, but the reason why I was so bad is my mom died at the age of 39 and I was 18. And that was too hard for our family to take. True. And my dad accelerated his drinking because of it. True. But my brother didn't. So not everybody gets drunk and high. Some people try to deal with it the best they can. I would not know how he dealt with it. I never spoke to him about that. I would not know how he did things because I never spoke to him about that. But he got married. He had 2 kids and had himself, from all intents and purpose, for me looking from the outside, a normal life. I did not. It took me a while. It took me till I was 27. And like the friend told me, you avoided the 27 club. Yeah. And then my life started again. And then even in sobriety, they would say, oh, first anniversary. Welcome to your first year, your second year. What? My second year, I'm 30. Or my my third year, I'm 30 or going on 30. No, you count when you were sober. Oh, I didn't realize that. That's kind of cool. So like right now, I'm 39 years old. How do I look? Prematurely gray for 39. I always joke around and say of my sobriety was a man at 39. He would be upset about his pot belly, his balding head, and he'd be driving a Corvette trying to impress younger women. Going through at 39, going through his phase, his second childhood, his worrying about what he's become. I know there's a phrase for it, and I'm stumbling for it right now. It'll hit me later, but basically freaking out because you're at a certain age and you feel like and like most of us do when we hit 30, we feel like we're over the hill because you look back. We look back every 10 years in our life anyways. Get ready for that. So when you're 30, you look back and you go, oh, there's plans I wanted to do and I didn't do, and I wanted to go to college, I wanted to finish this, I didn't do that, but I got married, but I didn't get a chance to do that. And then when you're 40, you do it again and look back and you didn't do it. And then when you're 50, you do it again. So you're always doing it. At 60, you're doing it. But the thing is, when I turned 30, they had the black cake and the vulture on a tombstone that said rest in peace and all that stuff, and black balloons and everything over the hill. And I loved it. And it actually, my brother and sister-in-law, I'm like, what the hell? We just this to razz you. You don't even get fazed by it? No, you don't understand. I've been alive now for 3 years. You're 30. No, I could have died at 27. So I got a second chance on life. So that didn't bother me. So then every year, every decade, I do it every year too, but every decade when you hit those milestones, I look back at what I've done positively, and then I can see some of the things that I didn't quite do right, but I didn't let myself down completely. Or if I allowed someone to mislead me and I was misguided with some of my decisions, I had to look at why I did that in myself, not why this person was so treacherous. Why did I allow this to happen? To make it better for myself, So you still do a lot of self-evaluation. Midlife crisis. That was the thing. My sobriety at 39 be suffering a midlife crisis. That's the irony, I think. That's what it is? Yeah, I didn't suffer it. Didn't even faze me. I enjoyed getting older. I still like it. I was looking the other day, and a few people say, "I can't believe you're 65." I'm like, well, I'm gonna tell you something. Full disclosure: if I was a house and you were a realtor, you'd have to let everyone know there's a big crack in the foundation. A big crack, dirty crack. And full disclosure: the pipes are leaking, and there's a few broken out windows, and I'm in an abandoned cul-de-sac in a really bad neighborhood. A real fixer-upper, you might say. Does definitely need a paint job. That's me. And people laugh at that, and then because it's a self-mocking thing, and it's just. Is it true? Yeah. How much? I don't know. It's up to you to decide what degree. I have no idea. It doesn't faze me. People say, "Well, you're not bald." Well, yeah, I can't fake that. I guess you could toupee or do plugs. I don't do that. Well, you're not that gray. Well, you'll see every now and then that I do dye my beard a little bit. And here it's already wore out, so it's got a big white mustache and darker beard here. But there's still color here. And then there's color here, but it's always red at the edges here where it turns gray. And when you see me in another video and it looks darker, two things: it's either a filter I'm messing around with or I actually dyed it. It doesn't matter. I think you're supposed to dye hair so people don't realize you're dyeing your hair. But like I kid around, I love Ringo and the Beatles, and I'm always saying peace and love for Ringo, right? But he just consistently dyes his hair black. It's actually probably blacker than it was on the White Album or Abbey Road, and now he's in his 80s. And when your hair is that black and you're in your 80s, you aren't fooling anyone. I'd rather just do salt and pepper look anyways, because it's what I am. Even without any dyeing, I'm just that. But that's the whole thing. You can look at yourself and you can be honest. My arthritis flared up and I got depressed, and before the pandemic, I got up to 335 pounds, I think it was. 335 pounds. And my numbers went off the charts, so I was a diabetic, and they were warning that I'd have to start taking insulin shots or something. And I didn't want to take needles, and I didn't want to deal with anything like that. So I just said, well, let's just monitor me. I'm still walking, but I'm gonna go ahead and walk, and I'm gonna go ahead and become a vegan, and I did. Now, fast forward, I'm a vegetarian because I eat eggs and I still eat some cheese. But not so much cheese, because I know that there's animal fat, like eating hamburger, and I don't eat hamburger, and it gets in my bloodstream, and that's what causes problems with your heart. And when you get older, you end up paying the interest on it. So I'm trying to avoid that. It's like, you're not gonna live forever. Yeah, but I don't feel like dying over a fucking cheeseburger either. Okay, Jesus Christ, Elvis. Well, thank you very much. Settle down, will you? If I have a burger now, it's an Impossible Whopper. Ooh, it's impossible. It's not even meat. Yes, and it tastes like a hamburger. You wouldn't even know if I told you. Really? Yes. Well, it's not a real hamburger. Well, nothing's really real. Someone sued Taco Bell and said, "Can't believe that they sold me 2 beef tacos for $1 and there was no meat in it." No, it's processed blob shit that they put together, fake food, just something you can chew on and swallow, but it's soaked in the animal fat and it's got some of the flavoring. So it gives your mouth the illusion and your eyes the illusion of it being beef, and you're satisfied with it, but it's not. And really, how stupid are you to think you can buy 2 tacos for $1 and they're beef? 2, not even 1, 2. Really? Don't go to New York, they'll sell you a bridge, dum-dum. But, I mean, there are things all around us that we have to be aware of. Like I'm saying, I'm making little examples and jokes about things. But realistically, if I fell for something like that, I'd have to look at myself. Obviously, a charlatan was rolling me. But why did I fall for it? What were the things that were lacking inside of me that made me want to just go for it, make me feel better, and make me feel like I'm making the correct decision? That's what you have to be looking at. You're always self-analyzing yourself. And trust me, it's just like if you're playing chess. That's what you'd want to do. Even if it's a 45-minute wait at the Cracker Barrel, all I do is play checkers and move diagonal. Well, you still got to think a little bit about it, don't you, Clem? Just a little bit. Then you'll have time for that hash brown casserole later. Just saying. But, reflect on yourself. Reflect on your life. See what happened. Don't have to even wait end of year or holidays. That's always a good time to reflect. But every day I reflect. I reflect on what I did yesterday. I reflect on what I did this morning. I made plans for tomorrow already. Things I need to do. It keeps me active. Like sometimes you'll see me do these vlogs, and I'll pull out that book, Happiness, and I'll read whatever is their theme for the day, because it's just like the Narcotics Anonymous or the Alcoholics Anonymous book. It'll give you an idea of a theme for the day. These other books are they have prayer for the day, meditation for the day. Well, it's all that hippie stuff, meditation. It's part of reflecting. It's calming down your central nervous system and seeing what you can do and get yourself refocused. And it might be something fantastic, like, you know what? I'm going to refocus my relationship with my wife of so many years, and I'm going to pour myself into her and see what she needs and surprise her, because we've been taking each other so much for granted that we just exist with each other. And that's been comfortable, but I want to make it a little more uncomfortable and kind of shake it up a little bit. Or you want to be more active as a dad with your child and go to his soccer games. First time, don't even tell him. You just show up and start screaming at a boy, and just look at the expression, the shock on his face. Then look at the smile and the pride, and then watch how he plays the game differently. Watch how he carries himself differently. You made that happen just by being there. And that day you decided to reassess something in your relationship, and you chose your middle son to focus on. There's your theme for the day. Those are things that people don't do. Those are things that people do in therapy that are really trying to better their lives. And as you better your life, and as you move up in your own personal ranking of yourself and how you feel, you become more solid of a person. You become someone that people can rely on. Now, when someone has the temptation, come on, man, we're going to get together. We got your old ladies out of town. Hell, we got a football game coming this weekend. We're going to do an 8-ball. You want to go halves on it? Well, you don't even think we go halves. I got Billy and Joe and Marvin doing it too. So it's going to cost you like 1/5 of what a normal 8-ball. Come on. No, I'm all right, dudes. And you might even go to the party. No, I don't need that. I'm good. Wow, what came over him? All of a sudden you're changing your people around you. Because the world's not going to stop because you quit doing drugs. That's not going to happen. It never will. That's a guarantee. You have to change. What are you going to do to change it? That's the important thing. That's what you got to do. That's the reflection you need. Cheers. And while you're doing this and you're reflecting, look at the comments down below. Like and subscribe, of course, that usual thing that doesn't cost you anything, and it helps the network reach out to more people. But you got friends down here. You got friends that need your comment. You have friends that need your encouragement. And there are going to be friends that have gone the journey a little bit further than you, and they're going to be welcoming you. And they're going to lay down some breadcrumbs for you and Hansel and Gretel to follow, and help you move along and create more of a legacy of yourself. It takes a village, and the whole village is right here waiting for you. Don't be afraid. Don't fear rejection. Don't fear the reaper. Baby, take my hand. Don't fear the reaper. Baby, I'm your man. I'm going to listen to that song now. Damn. I already mentioned before that I saw them live about 5 years ago, and I guess they're coming to town again. That's the greatest thing about living in the fourth largest city in the United States of America. These bands keep coming. Didn't get so many of them up in Duluth, Minnesota, but I know they get more in Duluth now because the arena's been added on. But I've seen some great shows when I was a kid there too. And then I saw some in Minneapolis, St. Paul. I saw a tremendous amount in Nashville. That's Music City down there, baby. That's country, rock, rap, whatever you want. They're all over the place down there. Matter of fact, most of the, like an artist like Styx, their headquarters is in Nashville because it's centrally located in the United States. Now, when these guys go on tour, they don't necessarily go on tour 2, 3, 4 months like they used to. They will literally go 2-3 days on the weekend, come home Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and leave Thursday and go out. So they're weekend warriors, basically. And they got a family, and they got a wife, and they got kids. So they're dad at home or mom at home, and they're back on the road again. It's a great balance, a better balance than what it was back in the 70s, I'll tell you that much. But we didn't care about balance in the 70s. Our idea of balance was you could just do enough booze and enough cocaine to keep yourself from falling down. That was our balance. Whoa. Life? Balance of life and family? Are you nuts? I'm just trying not to crash hard because I'm in between 8 balls. Come on. Cheers. And as I make these jokes, I realize how obscenely selfish I was during those times. And if you are a drug addict and an alcoholic, you are extremely selfish right now. Right now. Or as the song Jesus Jones would have sang to you, right here, right now. There is no other place I'd rather be. Whether you're partying, you think that's the greatest theme ever. And if you're sober, it's exactly the greatest theme ever. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I wouldn't trade it and change it for anything else. And I'm glad that I'm able to meet people and reach out and help people and talk to people and make friends. And it's an honor. Now, as I'm doing my Minnesota goodbye, this forever long goodbye, I just want to say thank you for always tuning in, and thank you, just for being you and helping us out, especially those of you that are helping us with Venmo, Cash App, Buy Me a Coffee, Ding 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 Chime, Patreon. Oh my God, thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for spending time with us, and we can help people with the outreach program. Please like and subscribe so that we can get it out to more people who are suffering from drugs and alcohol, or who know somebody who's suffering from drugs and alcohol, want to meet more people in this community. It doesn't have to be the neighborhood church you're in. You might get advice from someone that's in Tullahoma, Tennessee, got some ideas with you. I used to be on a lot of moonshine, I tell you what. And we do a lot of meth up there too, by the way. So I'm not doing that no more. Yeah. So I'm just trying to encourage you not to do it too. Or maybe it might just be for someone from LA. Dude, we used to do a lot of cocaine back then, for sure. Drugs are everywhere, man. And people need help. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. But thank you for tuning in. Thank you for meeting people in the chat and dropping lines and comments. And it means a lot. And the fact that you spend time with me and your time is valuable, it means a lot to me from the bottom of my heart to the top of my soul. Thank you very much. I see you all. Stats, Monday, May 27th. You can tell it's getting dark out now. It's gone beyond dusk. 14,302 days. Peace and love. Sober. Yeah, 14,302. Yeah. 39 years, 1 month, 24 days, 369 months. Ooh, heart be still. Oh, my corazon. See, when you're in Texas, you end up speaking a lot of Espanol just because it's all around you. Just like if you lived in Germany, You might pick up a lot of French because you're close by and you visit there, so you pick up enough to get around. I need that Espanol in case I just go to San Antonio, because you don't even. It's like remember when I was in Nashville, another one of my long Minnesota goodbyes, and I was in Murfreesboro, and I remember a guy working with me goes, "You ain't from here, are you?" Oh no, I know. I can tell you ain't saying it right. What, Murfreesboro? Used to be the capital. I know all about it. It's called Murfreesboro. Murfreesboro? Yeah. Good God, I thought you just burped in my face. Holy shit. Okay. And if you go into San Antonio, I can look at you like you ain't from around here. How do you pronounce it? San Antonio. So you blend. You learn to blend. But thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Like I said, in the words of Ringo, peace and love, everybody. Peace and love. I appreciate the fact that you're here with me tonight. Well, it started the daytime. Now it's the evening. Now it's getting dark. So, I'm long-winded, ain't I? Thank you. I appreciate it. I wish you a lot of luck and a lot of success. And I'll see you tomorrow. Keep pushing forward. Keep traveling the correct light. Travel towards the light in your journey. And I'm sending love. Adios, amigos. I'll see you in San Antonio.